Let's take a look at the NASDAQ futures. So we're looking at ticker symbol NQ, which is the Emini NASDAQ 100 Index Futures. Now, whether you're trading the NASDAQ futures on the NQ, which is the minis or the micros, or you're trading a form of CFD, whatever it is that you're trading, this can be applied to any particular chart here. My technical analysis, crosses over to not only stocks and, whether you're trading options or you're trading futures or you're trading commodities or you're trading Forex or you're trading crypto, it really doesn't matter. Technical analysis and time frames are all the same on every single different chart. So what we are looking at here is a little bit of a holding pattern. Okay, so what is a holding pattern? Some people call it a bull flag, some people call it consolidation, some people call it chop, some people call it distribution. Now, whatever it is that's going on here, I want to make one thing clear. Bulls are still in full control. I know there's a lot of fear mongers out there who are praying for the demise. And the first red day that we have, I can almost guarantee you that you are going to get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of closet bears out there saying, I told you so, right? When realistically, the market has been ripping since January 2023. So we are well over half or well into half of the year now, where majority of the days have been green and the majority of the trend for this year in 2023 has been green as well. So don't let those people kind of fool you. Definitely we can play both sides of the market. I myself am not a bull or a bear. I'm just an opportunist and a realist who wants to make money on either side, right? So I'm going to eat over here and I'm going to eat over here as well. It really doesn't matter to me. It's all the same anyways. So with that being said, we are holding our power trending moving average here on the daily time frame, which is for me the 5-day moving average. Now this moving average, and not a lot of traders talk about it, use it, but it's very, very important. It's going to kind of identify and give you these short-term power trending levels. Definitely not looking to short when the index or the particular stock or commodity or whatever it is that you're trading is trading above its daily 5-day moving average. If anything, what we're looking for on those intraday pullbacks that you do have, right, because the market doesn't just go straight up, is you're looking to buy the dips and buy off rising 1-hour support. And I'll show you that here in a minute. But what you can see here is there might be a little bit of an opportunity for a scalp position to the downside into our next support. Our next support is going to be this daily 5-day moving average, which is sitting at 14,372. Write it down, do whatever you got to do. 14,372. What I'm looking for here is this level here to break. I'm looking for the 14,505. What I want to see have happen here, depending on the time frame that you're playing, for me it would be the hourly time frame. I'm going to need an hourly candle close to break that price action and put in a new low below 14,505. Then what I am going to do is sit back, sit on my hands, be patient, be an adult, be smart, and then wait for the next hour candle to confirm that new low. And that's when I'm going to take my short position with full intentions of covering my short position into this rising support. Now you may be thinking, well, what about to the top side? What we are looking at here from the top side is a break over 14,626, and we're looking to play that into this high here of 14,694. Now definitely make sure you're taking profits on the way up here, because nothing says that it has to clear this out and continue to run. Now our upper Bollinger Band supply zone is sitting at 14,877, so just kind of keep that in mind. That's the big overall price target. But if we do start to pull back here, it's not such a bad thing. In fact, pullbacks are good. Let's just rewind the tape a little bit here, right? Let's just go all the way back, about a month and a half's time now. Look at here where we finally broke this 10 and 20-day moving average. We put in a high, tested the Bollinger Band. We had 1, 2, 3, 4 days worth of pullback here into this rising or kind of holding, supporting 20-day moving average before the next expansion move up. Look at this period of distribution here in consolidation where we had 1, 2, 3 days sideways. We pulled back and then we tested this 10-day moving average and then reclaimed it, and we had a next phenomenal run. So as you can see here, starting here, even though we got the back test of the 5-day moving average and we got the push, this candle never realistically put in a new high, and essentially we've just been going sideways now with a little bit of an indecision candle here on the 5th, and we've been going sideways ever since. So this could be signifying that we could be pulling back, but again, if history is going to repeat itself, you know, even a pullback here, even a pullback here is just setting up for a much stronger move back up to the upside. So I want you guys to keep that in mind as well. Just because we have a red day or lose this 5-day moving average and start to pull down doesn't mean that the market's just going to come crashing down to 12,000. Okay, it could, but it's not realistic, right? So let's be realistic. Let's look for those zones. Let me show you that 1 hour time frame so I can show you how intraday you would be looking for these bounces here. So if I just kind of pull up today's price action, okay, so if I pull up today's price action, and I'm going to kind of zoom this in for you, look at here where the market opens. We had an immediate flush followed by no confirmation on the next candle here. So 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, there was no validation. There's no continuation below this low wick. Anytime you don't get any follow through, you want to be riding the move and you want to be using the low wick as your stop. As we start to clear out over these levels of supply, which is a 5, 10, and 20-day moving average on a 1 hour time frame, you can also wait for this to put in a high here and then take the next candle for a little bit of a scalp. Now, again, depending on your position sizing, you're not always going to get 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 points. Let's just, in fact, see how many points you would be targeting here. 14,607, if you would have seen that candle close at 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, then we get the confirmation here at 8 a.m. You can see that we put in a price of around 14,615-ish. So we did get about a 7 to 10 point move before we retraced, right? So again, depending on your position sizing, if you're looking for 5 ticks, 10 ticks, you got to be taking profits on the way up. If you're someone who's looking for a much bigger move, then you know you more than likely on this particular trade setup would have gotten stopped out. But you can see, even though we did confirm this price action here, we had a very extended drastic candle down. But remember what I mentioned before in the last video or in the beginning of this video, this linear regression line here, look at where we came up to. We came almost up to this linear regression and just shy by a few handles here before we got rejected. So what we're going to need to actually see for a real good breakout is get over this linear regression line here. You can see we had the nasty pullback here. What you can start to do here is use this top wick and use a linear regression as your ceiling and start to short this on the way down. But again, that comes with a lot of experience because you got to see that in real time. You got to be able to react to that. That's very, very hard to do once it's happening in real time. It's easy to kind of see that now because the chart is no longer moving, and it's not, you know, the price action is not really going, and we can already see the rest of the candles that were printed. When this barely starts and it confirms this high here and starts to wick up, you know, a lot of people get trapped because they do go long. They have no idea that we have supply here. That's why I have so many lines on my chart. I want to know, where are we going to stop? I want to know potentially what do we need to do before we got room that I can actually start to make some money. In this particular situation here, I'm not going to be getting long here once I know that we've got some supply sitting right ahead. It just doesn't make any sense. So with that being said, I'm going to cut this video a little short. What we're looking for here is a break through the 50 EMA, right? 15,565. We've got room down to 15,4, excuse me. What we are looking for is a breakdown of the 50 EMA, and that price is 14,565. And what we would be looking for is a price target of 14,543. So we've got about 20 points worth of room there. If that's enough for you and that fits your trading style and your trading plan, definitely jump that short here. You can see a lot of consolidation. A lot of our candles here are holding this level. So if we do start to crack below this 50 EMA is what I'm looking at on a 1 hour time frame, then we do got some room down to come to this lower Bollinger Band. Again, make sure you're taking your profits. What we want to do, and I'm going to make this very simple, when something breaks a level of supply, we're taking profits at the next level of supply or into that. When we break a level of demand, we are taking profits into the next level of demand. You start following that, start coloring in between the lines like we're back in kindergarten and preschool. You're going to make a lot more money. You're going to be a lot less stressed, and you're going to start to see the bigger, clear picture. If you guys want to work with me and you guys want access to my course, you guys want access to one-on-one coaching and access to live trading, join evolutiontraders.com. That's my website. Become a lifetime member. You guys are going to get all the information. You're going to get linked into the Discord, linked into the watch list, linked into the live trading, and I'll see you guys all on the inside.